Today I'm going to be showing my skin routine. That includes the prep before my foundation. Like and subscribe and check out my Facebook page, Lipstick and Low Lights by Lindsay. Thanks. My family probably thinks I'm psycho, talking in the bathroom to myself. Yeah, so here you go. My foundation and skin routine. Have a good day. Okay, so I always start off by washing my face, of course, and I still usually take a makeup wipe to my face just to make sure I get all the dirt and gunk off that maybe I didn't get off when I washed it, just to make sure I have a clean canvas. And then moisturize. I use the Cetaphil moisturizing lotion. It works for my skin. You can get it at CVS, Walgreens, probably Walmart, things of that such. It's just a drugstore face moisturizer. And then I do my Farsali, the Unicorn Tears as a primer. Just directly to the face.
You and me and some money, babe. I don't need a paycheck. One taste and I'm hooked on it. Don't lie, I know you want it. I'm addicted to.
Give that a minute to dry, and then I use my Tarte. Can't see it there. It's Ready Set Radiant. It's just a skin mist. I just kind of put some moisture back into my face before I put makeup on. And it smells really good. Okay, so before I even do foundation, I like to take some concealer and do it under my eyes if I have any redness in any areas, just to kind of even out my skin tone because I do have freckles, before I apply my foundation. So I use the Photofocus, it's Wet n Wild concealer, and the shade is Light Ivory. So just apply that right under my eyes. So I don't have any bags. And then any little area I think is a little more on the red side than others. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques sponge, and make sure you wet this before you use it. It causes the product not to soak up into the sponge as much, saving you more product and less waste. This is where the term beating your face comes into play, because you're going to lightly tap it onto the skin, not to push it into the skin, but lightly on the top surface. I'm going to apply my foundation, and I do that straight to my skin. I like to mix. Don't ever use just one foundation because no one's one skin tone, hardly ever. So I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty in shade 210, and then I'm going to mix a little bit of the Wet n Wild Photofocus in with that in soft beige. So I'm just going to straight to the skin. And same with the other foundation.
Conversations. You and me and some money, babe. I don't need a paycheck. One taste and I'm hooked on it. Don't lie, I know you want it. I'm addicted to your life.
Okay, once I've got my foundation nice and blended, I'm going to start my contour, which I use concealer and a contour stick. So for concealer, we're using the Maybelline Age Rewind. Just take that under my eyes, drag it down to my cheek, because this is the area that you want to highlight, right through here, because you're going to cut with your darker color here to make your face appear a lot slimmer than it is, and that's where your contour is going to be. So that's where you're highlighting and that's where you're shadowing. You're also going to take your concealer and go down the bridge of your nose, up into the middle of your forehead, top lip, chin, lower jawline, right underneath your eyebrow, and that's it for that one. So then again, you're gonna go back to your blending sponge and blend that into your skin. Once you've got those areas nice and blended, we're going to come back with our contour stick. It's Wet n Wild in the shade, where's Walnut? Okay, and we're going to come right under that cheekbone area, right underneath here. Just give a little, right like that. It's going to create nice higher cheekbones, slimmer face, as well as your temple, sides of your nose. Round it out at the bottom. A nice slim nose appearance. A little above your lip, give you fuller lips, and right below. I like to take a little bit and go right underneath my jawline, just slightly on my neck. To create a shadow and the illusion of a slimmer face, which is the whole point of contour. So now we're going to go back with again with our sponge and blend this out, and then after that I'll go with a buffing brush and help blend it in a little bit more as well. Never sweep or pull or drag, because you're just going to create smears. Always pat. Not too hard, but pretty firm pat into your skin. It's going to blend everything together. About swim nose. Hey. Okay, so I'm going to go back with a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and I'm just going to buff a little bit more of that on my cheeks, because you can still kind of see a line, just to blend it in a little bit better. Now that I have a nice contoured face, I'm going to bake it with some Airspun Extra Translucent Coverage Powder. A lot of people say, why do you bake your face? What's the reason? What's the point? So baking is going to allow powder to go on top of your foundation to soak up oil, moisture, gonna set your makeup, so it's gonna last a lot longer. Yeah, that's what it does. You're gonna go in your highlighted areas. You're gonna bake in your highlighted areas. So, underneath the eye, bridge of the nose, middle of the forehead, upper lip, chin, lower jaw. And I'm going to use my Real Techniques Beauty Blender sponge. Go ahead and take your excess and pat it over your eyes, because that is going to set your eyelids and your eyebrows for when you fill in your eyebrows and when you lay down your eyeshadow. It's going to allow it to have something to stick to, and it's going to last longer and be more pigmented. Okay, so now that I look like a ghostly crazy person, I'm just going to take a nice fluffy brush and get all the excess powder off. Some people worry when you bake that you're going to be as white as the powder that goes on, but that's the purpose of translucent. It's see-through, it sets, wipe away the excess, it goes away, it blends in. Okay, so although we... Yeah. Okay, hang on. Okay, so although we highlighted and contoured with our cream in the beginning, I like to go back with some bronzer and some highlight to kind of, you know, make it pop, make it stand out, give it a little more definition. So I'm using Benefit Hoola bronzer. I'm going to take that in my areas where I used the dark contour stick, so underneath the cheekbones, temple, nose, around the mouth, along the jawline, and blend it down into my neck. Take my little angled brush that I've been using for my bronzer, and I take just the very tip of it and dip it into my bronzer for my nose. Just light strokes so it don't get too dark. And take that all the way up into your eyebrow, because it's going to blend all the way down. And then again underneath your nose. Then I take the full brush and blend it out. I am going to take the new Kylie highlighter. Look at that. Oh yeah. Look at that. So this is from the Halloween collection. This is from the Halloween collection. So it is called Go Ghost. And I'm going to take my little brush that I use to highlight and lightly so then you're just gonna light strokes. Also gonna run it across the tip of my nose lightly, bridge, forehead, upper lip, chin. That is my basic skin routine. Foundation, highlighter, contour, all of the above. I'm gonna go finish the rest of this look and I'll be back. Thanks for watching. All of the products will be listed in the description below. Please like and subscribe, and follow my Facebook page, Lipstick and Lowlights by Lindsay. Thanks.